manager or maybe their coach who just looks like he's gonna kill somebody if they don't get their act together. But here we go, guys. Welcome. It is day 1 of Starladder I-League Season 13 here in Minsk. We're getting ready for the group stages, and we begin with EG taking on the underdogs in Na'Vi. But Na'Vi, come main event, should they make it there, we'll definitely have some big crowd support.
I mean, the analyst talked to me about the Darkseer Spirit Breaker lane getting something done, but it looks like it's actually going to be Darkseer in the safe lane, at least start things off, with Na'Vi trying to contest bottom lane, which is an interesting choice. Gyrocopter down here getting aggressive. It is a very strong tri-lane for, well, dual lane for EG with Venge as a core with a Dazzle, but then you've got the jungling here, which is kind of where Na'Vi decided, okay, you're going to run a greedy jungler, we're going to pressure lane. Something that used to happen quite a lot against in drafts was just these aggro tri-lane versus dual lane setup.
And then you often see the kind of like, keep away game where Enigma goes to the Ancients or, sneaks into your jungle and just tries to avoid those early confrontations. EG, 3 heroes camping up the top rune, so it is in fact going to be Universe on the Omni as we were watching the draft here in the casting booth. This you thought would definitely be the case, and it's a very level-dependent hero, so that's where putting him in the off lane quite a bit of sense. That's another thing I think worth mentioning is they don't really have a great out of regen, and they're gonna have a little bit of time before the bottle can arrive, but he's actually going in. He gets the chains off on Dendi, fully committing for this and burns him down. First blood to Sumail. You snipe my courier on that, Dendi. That's a great way to start the lane.
He was going to Dendi and
now gallops back towards the bottom lane.
That's a way to not have to go back to Fountain.
But it doesn't seem... And not only are the lanes not going particularly well, but they're not shutting down the Enigma either, who's now back in his own jungle. Did deward the one observer towards mid. Art's not going to get caught out. The haste is worn off. He does charge away, backing both on the escape. And although he makes it out, again, it's Na'Vi's plays just minimizing cap.
And then came back mid, returned the ball. Then he went bottom. Like he's not really getting much done on the map right now.
Dendi being hunted in the trees here. Can he make it out? Saneko's arrived and wants to turn it, gets the bottle up, but Sherlock Holmes is very healthy, and Sumail's going to come in for this. Dendi with the phase shift and the silence. And Sumail a bit too far, used all the remnants on offense, didn't quite connect on the first view. Here's to be paying off. Charge comes in position as PPD has that Grave available. The heal bomb turns it a little bit, and they want to go aggressive onto Dira. Artstyle just praying for a bash, but not getting one. Still diving, still committing. Diyara goes in, manages to isolate PPD, sweeps by him, and gets the rocket barrage solely on that hero towards the tail end of it. Then Fear Rise looks for the black hole, but does not find Diyara. He's still caught too. The heal bomb is going to fit Fear Bigger. Now Saneko in a lot of danger, has the tether out, but is he going to have a target? Just barely get me out of here, Diyara! And it looks like he'll make it popping the salve on the way out as is going to rotate onto that bottom rune, but doesn't look like he'll be able to get involved here.
With EG kind of first timing very well.
Of timings, looking for one in the mid lane. A dive forward, the Remnant is going to connect on Dendi. He barely pops the coil in time, but now the IOs arrive. Saneko could be in danger here too. Repel deployed and chasing onwards with auto attacks. Surviving for now while in the top lane. PPD also caught out. Looks like they're going to dive him and finish him off the Iron Shell damage. Then back to the bottom rune. At long last, Sherlock has been caught out. Needs that Watson, but didn't quite have him in the clutch. Rocket Barrage will complete the kill. Ends up being a 3-for-1 around the map, and
well, Gyrocopter cooldowns.
They also have the worst sustain as well. Just really the IO to keep the team in fighting shape.
I mean, EG, their mech is still very important because it's great against Gyrocopter cooldown because it is AoE spread damage, but they're going to be looking to use their mech, their heals more in, like, when they're on the defense to save heroes, whereas Na'Vi's trying to use it to allow them to go to undying.
Dendi, they're going to make the jump here, swap into the black hole, great combo play! No chance of escape. Houdini has been thoroughly caged.
Nice move.
And they even tried for a relocate here. Saneko.
Gyro's rotating in though.
Tried to bring him out, but it just wasn't in time. Diyara arriving to call down, not very effective. Just barely clipping a couple of heroes, and immediately the heals come out. Suddenly, you're back in full fighting force to counter mech for Maximo. Nobody dies. Everybody healthy. Bell just trading right clicks. Looks like he may want to re-engage. Universe is looking, commits the ultimate. G, perhaps a bit over eager there. Let's see if they still want to go. They have popped the weave. Black cooldown, the swap on cooldown, and the 2 other ults from the Omni and the Dazzle. They may play it.
The old school would duo with the Ember Darkseer where you're just being super aggressive, except this is an Ember who doesn't die. Deals less damage, but having that kind of repel on him just means you can't really bring him down.
Nice work there by Na'Vi, just managing to get the tether slow off. His Artstyle snuck around Arteezy's rear, but he continues to back off another bash. The Grave committed the charge through to cancel it. Artstyle going very aggressive, and the cooldown comes through. Will clip the vent, finishes her off. PPD could well be next. He will be. Na'Vi just diving, and so too is Dendino. The neutrals steal the kill on Sumail, but at least they get the kill there in the end. Fear even getting into the picture, got the counter kill on the island. Now Artstyle could be caught on the way out. The heal bomb from Universe slams the door. So it ends up being a 3 for 2, but one of them was a neutral. What the build will be for our team. But
3G, it's difficult to fight right now. They know that Jarrett bottom means there's an iron
what a
line.
back!
Oh, they've
Caught him out, tried for the TP, the old man turning it though, the heal comes out, they've got the repel, he's caught the whole Nami squad. They really need the Yarada to end this fight in their favor. PPD keeps himself alive with the grave and they get completely slaughtered. Clean up in aisle 3 from Sumail, looking for more. Yarada making 4 heroes down. EG, my god, that looked bleak, but they turned it and
everyone survived the black hole. You're like, if you're a Navi, you're like, sweet, black hole didn't kill any of us. Let's fight. We just got this gyrocopter relocated, and then suddenly Sumail's there. Hit 4 or 5 heroes with he triple fire remnant in to maximize the damage output there. He's like, he's not thinking, I need a fire remnant in and save one to escape. He's like, no, let's just do as much damage as possible. And they just won't really be able to try and bring, the ideal target at that point becomes kill him and force him to either just use his mech pipe on himself, rather than against the AoE damage. It's great, or you kill him before he uses them. But I don't think Navi have the ability to really do that.
Well, they know the ults are on cooldown, so they may have lost a massive team fight top, but they're gonna try to take advantage of that black hole and Omniite cooldown to at least grab a Roshan. The Alpha Wolf is not as slow as it otherwise would be. Now an Aether Lens grabbed on the Omni. Man, great hero for that. It's just so hard to get kills if you're Navi. They don't have a solution for repel. It really feels like they need just a brilliant puck initiation or maybe a 3-4 hero charge.
Man, Arteezy, he's been demoted to support this game.
He's really in Struggle City.
He was against the Navi aggro trialing, using the puck blink dagger, plus Spirit Breaker ideally.
An EG have so many defensive abilities. To swap, a grave, a heal, a repel, a mech. Pipe soon to come, and just a mobile carry in the Ember. Really gonna have to time your execution. That's right.
Yeah,
EG on the aggressive.
Yeah, it seems they are going to look for that gyrocopter BKB for the next fight, but as much as it keeps him alive, I'm not sure it's going to be a solution to EG.
Artstyle, the 3-hero charge out. Don't tell me that little bugger lives again. He's gonna stick up and goes for the TP just late. Almost made it. Maybe could have kept the charge going a second or two longer and then gone for the TP, but tough one in the end. Still, Spirit Breaker tanking the 3-hero smoke cannon.
At that point, you've just overcommitted for revenge.
This is a support Venge practically at this point.
Yeah, he's playing like that frontliner, like if he dies, doesn't matter, kind of role here.
All right, they want to keep him alive. They give him the repel.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, yeah, you don't want to be taking casualties, but very much they know if Navi fully commit on him, it's a bad
They are going to charge. They're committing into this massive defensive squad. The back comes out. Denny looking for the opening. The coil only matches by PPD. And then the black hole. Where's the cancel? Do they have anything? It doesn't look like an Artstyle will end up falling. The heals from EG. Too many methods to re-engage. Turn the fight. Seneko likely to be next. There will be more cleanup by Sumail. 3 heroes wiped out. Again and again, EG not even taking a scratch. Literally all 5 at full health. Doesn't matter how much damage they take. Not how much they can quickly remove from their heroes.
Their sustain is too much. Navi, there's no way they team fire right now. It's going to resort to just full-on flip push, kind of Rat Dota oriented play, try and find pickoffs. They can't fight EG side, man.
This could be bad. Is there any backup here? Charge comes out. Going to dive with the double damage turret. It is going to wear off now, but they've got the whole squad marching on a high ground. Yarod, no such luck, will not have the saves available for him. The back comes out, but there's no real follow-up for it. No wall, no coil of any kind, just the call down. That's all they got, and it barely even picked EG, hardly hitting anyone aside from the Venge support, and they turn on Artstyle. Auto attacks get the job done.
TPD great TP's out as well. They're going to get the TP out on Venge as well. Everybody survives.
Literally a team of invincible heroes at this point. EG living a charmed life. Maybe Universe goes down. No, he has the repel too, and they got to slowly work him down with auto attacks. They do get the kill. At least the Omni Knight has fallen, but they want more. They know they've got to get some additional vengeance here. Charging, diving, the back.
Great mark. They can kill him.
The missile. It's so far to dive. Everyone's back in fighting position here.
PPD's already healed up. He's back in position for a grave if they need it. So they get the T1, but realistically, that is news for Na'Vi as far as a little bit more. Make sure EG TP back and they don't stay on your side of the map. You don't want to just let the bottom lane not go unpressured here if you're
Curious to see what EG look to do. Do they send someone home? It's not the fastest pushing here, the gyro. They pick the tier 2 and they are going to back.
They need to.
A little bit slow on the retreat though, and off the bat, Benj is almost going to solo down. Seneko swapped out, does get the relocate off. Going to be coming right back and dying soon. Fear has been isolated in the top lane though. Again, they've caught the old man, and this time he goes for it. The massive black hole. The Ion making almost enough damage, but it was close there from Sumail. Is he going to die for this as well? Perhaps he's underestimated Navi's willingness to commit to this fight, and what was almost 4 heroes down ends up being a 2-for-1, and big scores for EG with how farm that Enigma is dropping.
You'll look back on that, like, win or lose, just when he just TP'd like right in front of them, but I think it's because Na'Vi baited with Seneko at bottom lane because they wanted to take the fight top. So like, okay, even when they TP him, we're gonna make him like think they have a kill bottom lane and then just
maybe even give them one, but in order to set up this big play in the top lane.
As a result, Black Hole on cooldown, that's always a that's the other kind of issue with big team fight, is that now Na'Vi have full access to Roshan, at least without the fear of a black hole.
And they deny EG yet another defensive item, so they'll be additionally happy about that. See if EG do contest. They're charging towards the pit. Looks like they were scouted out as they smoked. They even get there in time. Not the case. Blinky down into the river, and they still want to go. They're going to lead here with the Ember. Finds the 2-hero change off the bat, dropping Dendy quite low. Then Remnant's forward, turning his attention towards Seneko. Wants to keep that Io out of the fight, and not quite low enough to get a kill. So Dendy engages. There's the coil. The backup's there from the back wall. They don't have the black hole to turn it around. Universe still with the ultimate, not using it just yet. Fear dropping low, but tanking for ages, and then the Omni Knight ult. They just can't get these kills. Arc style on the run, tried for the charge, but he's going to be interrupted by the chain. Seneko could go down next through the trees. He winds his way, but no escape for him. Dinyara has the second life. May well need it as they swap Axmo back in, and Arteezy just continues to pummel him with raw auto attacks. 4 down. A just popped. Perhaps a secondary kill, and the gyro coming next. No BKB, no escape. Who needs Black Hole? EG, all they need is the power of teamwork, and they get 4 and an ace.
That's like the full 5v5 team fight is so heavily EG favored, and I think just mostly because of the pipe plus Reeves that they have on this Enigma, and it's just that after that there's no follow-up damage. They need single target burst damage to be able to kill heroes against the pipe and the Greaves, but that's something Navi don't have.
Single target is something that EG have in spades, as Sumail goes really deep on Seneko. Won't finish him off. He's now going to turn his attention back towards the puck. Dendy, the orb was on cooldown, and EG again finding the picks. There is a buyback on the puck. May have to use it. Even if he does, can they hold against the death ball? Didn't look like a death ball lineup, but the way they've itemized the advantage they've now accrued, it's starting to really feel that way. And by the way, Black Hole is ready. So you better be careful if you're Na'Vi. Fear patiently holding it, probably waiting to counterplay when Na'Vi engage, and after the charge in, off with his head is the move by the Ember. Nice grave, able to keep himself alive for now. Arteezy is going to back off, and EG engaging. There's the defensive relocate. Being taken around back towards the team, they stun him, and they likely finish him. Down he goes as well. Mystery's been solved. EG's lineup is just a bit too strong. 5-man type of engagement. Sherlock, he's figured out the case.
Radiant's middle tower.
They are good looking for the counterplay now. Maybe they can get PPD on the way out. Black Hole was already committed, so they won't have that to try and reinitiate. Yarano being forced back, and Fear's just going to walk his way in onto Seneko. Isolates the IO. Down he goes to raw auto attacks, and they're all back to full HP aside from the Dazzlers. Managed to survive through it all. Naxmo could well be next. There's the charge, trying to keep Mail back, but the bash from Arcstyle as he retreats towards the well. Na'Vi just running for their lives, point on every stop to minimize the feed, but there is no such luck. Another death. 4 down. EG winning Death Ball back in a very unexpected way.
Yeah, that's pretty much that. That was the Omni Enigma kind of duo that gave them the Death Ball. I guess, I mean, I don't think you can take away too much like what Venge and Dazzle bring to the table. Venge just for the auras and what this hero is in like kind of an early game core role. Dazzle, it's still a hero. Peter absolutely loved the hero in the old patch. Kept talking about how like this is the hero you just pick and you draft anything around it. So getting as a 5th pick